Music brings us together even when we're apart, because virtual festivals can be performed anywhere and enjoyed everywhere. That's why TD is proud to support over 60 virtual music and cultural festivals, connecting artists with fans from coast to coast.
The open road is calling. An island of color awaits. This fall, set your course for an adventure of breathtaking moments that will awaken your sense of discovery and release your true spirit. Cape Breton Island, your heart will never leave.
Why does Atlantic Lottery sponsor community festivals and events? It brings the communities together. It creates an experience for everyone to enjoy. They're given an opportunity to showcase their culture, the spirit. You certainly hear the impact when you speak to organizers, because they'll say the community just comes alive. At the end of the day, we can go home and feel good because we know we've made an impact on a community.
Our coastline here in Cape Breton is an unkept beauty, and people don't tamper with it too much. It's just left in its most pure state. And same with the music. It too is very organic in how it is learned and how it is passed on. The comment I most often get is, we're going to Cape Breton, what should we do? What should we see? And so I always direct them to a square dance in West Mabou, or any of the square dances. As long as they get a square dance in, that's really important. I think that's the highlight. And I can remember the most awesome house parties, and the music would go on far into the night. I remember falling asleep in a corner, and you'd feel the vibration of the stomp of the foot from the fiddler, and you'd hear the tunes just wafting through the air, and I used to be so comforted by that sound. My name is Natalie McMaster. I'm from Troy, Cape Breton Island.
Yedig mi moch mating chang falilo hello hiuda vos na horo ele falilo hello hola misha skill va even falilo hello hiuda vos na horo ele falilo hello.
Arts are extremely important. Everything that we're dealing with in society, how we talk about it, how we experience it, the number one way to explore that, I think, is through art.
Cape Breton has such a history of arts and culture and storytelling and dance and music especially, but all of those elements haven't necessarily had a home to come to roost, and theater, I think, is so perfect for that. I think because Nova Scotia Gaming has support for culture, it really ensures that places like the Highland Arts Theatre can exist.
The first time I came to Cape Breton, the thing I remember most was seeing the colors and the water and the landscape. It was magical.
Cape Breton Island is special, and every year during Celtic Colours, the people on the island really come together.
Anita and I met at the 2013 Celtic Colours Festival at the late night festival club at the Gaelic College. Her band was performing on that stage, and although we had never played any music together, she invited me up for their closing number, and we sort of threw some tunes together and just crossed our fingers and went for it. And that was really the start of everything. Our sound is really driven by the pipes and the fiddle, and we started off touring as a duo with a few different accompanists, but in the last couple of years we met a guy named Zach Cormier, and we've started a trio called Miller McDonald Cormier, which has really become the centerpiece of what we do musically. It's a great project because we're really taking three different elements of the tradition here in the Maritimes and bringing them together.
We celebrate our anniversary during Celtic Colours, and typically we celebrate it on Festival Club stage because that's where it all started.
Every Celtic Colours show we've done has been different, in a different community, in a different space, but every one of them brings back the same magic of that first year when we played together for the first time. I'm Ben Miller.
And I'm Anita McDonald.
And we're a Celtic duo that met at the Celtic Colours International Festival.
And we've been touring ever since.
Goed, Milan and Coolerum, Hajit, Jello, my house. On goed, Milan and Coolerum, Hajit, Jello, my house. On goed, Milan and Coolerum, Hajit, Jello, my house. On goed, Milan and Coolerum, Hajit, Jello, my house. Hajit, Jello, Hajit, Jello, my house. Hajit, Jello, Hajit, Jello, my house. Hajit, Chajichalum, Chajichalum, House, on Hood Malan and Coolarum, Chajichalum, House, on Hood Malan and Coolarum, Chajichalum, House, on Hood Malan and Coolarum, Chajichalum, House, Chajichalum, Chajichalum, House, on Hood Malan and Coolarum, Chajichalum, House. Benagam, Matayagam, Altikam, Natayagam, upon the Hubin Galagam, Smolina, Salokround. Benagam, Matayagam, Altikam, Natayagam, upon the Hubin Galagam, Smolina, Salokround. China Mckinley, one, Kulini, Galkulini, one, China Mckinley, one, Sleep all of Antayamaro. China Mckinley, one, Kulini, Galkulini, one, China Mckinley, one, Sleep all of Antayamaro. Dole chingamiri dole gamiari dole chingamiri pita kere kliai dole chingamiri dole gamiari dole chingamiri pita kere kliai ami jari tavan jai speak to salami halekalam hana sarsi kande pita kliai ami jari tavan jai speak to salami halekalam hana sarsi kande pita kliai ami jari tavan jai speak to salami halekalam hana sarsi kande pita kliai ami jari tavan jai speak to salami halekalam hana sarsi kande pita kliai.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Hello, welcome back. Here we are for night 3, and we're excited to be at Celtic Colours at home. My name is Dawn Beaton.
I thought you might introduce me. I'm Margie, Dawn's sister and sidekick, and welcome back for another great night of music and fun.
Yes.
I dare say.
Oh, absolutely. I would imagine. We're going to go for it.
Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in, and hope you're in it for the long haul, because we're still just getting going, you know.
Happy Thanksgiving. Canadian Thanksgiving is this weekend, and we haven't had our turkey yet, but that'll no doubt we'll celebrate next weekend or something like that.
Promise. Sorry.
Anyway, we have new mugs. We showed these off last night, and
Yes.
they're a gift courtesy of George Paul. So thank you, George. And the Mi'kmaq translates as "We must honor our children." So these are our mugs for this evening.
Yes, Nova
Beautiful.
Scotia had its first Truth and Reconciliation Day just not that long ago, and so it's very much present, and it's an honor to have received these. So we're giving a cheers to George, and very appreciative of the gift.
Yes. I was saying to Margie before we came on this evening that it was so much fun here last night as well, watching everything take place. And so I left here and met up with some friends, musical friends and friends that were in last night's show. So I laughed because I turned on the Coast and they were like, and that was Brenda Stubbart, and I just missed her playing. And then it went into the next song, and it was Max singing Small Town Wind. So I'm like, there's the first night and there's the second night encapsulated in the Coast. So
Cheers to the Coast Radio. We love the Coast.
they're a great partner, and they wake me up every morning because I do a little interview and recap at about 20 to 9. So I can't have late nights during this particular festival. It's all good.
Nor should you.
Okay,
I'm bitter
Mom.
that I missed the hangout. You guys had a great time.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
Lots of fun and laughs and stories and gossip.
And last night's show was stellar.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that you caught it. And we should mention that if you missed it or missed any of the shows so far, the plan is that they will be up for the entire month of October.
Right till October 31st.
So,
Yeah.
and you can send them around to friends and anyone that hasn't caught it. But a great show. A big tip of the hat to Wendy Bergfeld, who made it all happen and what she does. And it was just such a beautiful, full night.
Yeah, we have some clips actually from yesterday's show. We'll cut to them. And for me, the standout, there were so many wonderful performers. I'll list them off. Brenda Stubbert, Colton McDonnell, Kimberly Fraser, Alan Dewar, Stan Chapman, Brian Doyle, Keegan McLennan, Jesse McKay, Kasha and Yellen, Shawnee Paul, Mario Colosimo, Colin and Lily Watson, Francis McCacken, Dara Smith McDonald, and Aidan and Cameron McNeil. So what different moments stood out?
Well, there were so many. Everyone rose to the occasion, certainly. Colin and Lily, along with Francis there in the middle, very powerful stuff. And you can see that how it is passed along in the generations with the beautiful Gaelic language and song, and what powerhouses the three are, and these up-and-comers. Well, certainly Colin is already very established, and Lily, this great young Gael coming up the ranks. So loved that.
Yeah, incredible. The start of the show was with Caution and Yellen, and I was watching the comments coming through of how folks they hadn't seen, and no one, people haven't been performing, of course, with the pandemic, and it was nice to see so many familiar, friendly faces, and a lot of Gaelic mentors in that group. So grateful that they came all the way over from different parts of the island to be a part of last night's show. So.
And Cameron and Aidan McNeil, Christmas Island's own. They're young fellas that have so much accomplished in their young lives already, and such powerful pipers that are so in sync and humble and sweet. They're real sweethearts. So they're just so capable, and keep an eye out for them. They're great young traditional pipers.
Yeah, I thought they did a wonderful job representing CBU Pipe Band as well. And then Brenda Stubbert and Colton, they capped off the night, and Brenda is such a legend and a true culture bearer, and she had a little surprise. If you haven't seen the show, I do really wish for you to go back and take it in. It was a really special performance all around the whole night, but the little surprise at the end. So I knew that Brenda told me she wrote this tune for Wendy. She probably wrote it about maybe a year ago, I think she said. And so she's like, I'll bring it. And I'm like, great. And so this is the moment. And,
Wendy.
And we didn't tell Wendy, and boy, did it show. She had a true moment of surprise and awe and thanks for that. I like to your face.
Yeah.
And I should have asked her if she's had tunes written for her. Wendy's been on CBC for many, many years. Is the voice that we tune into every day at 4 o'clock here, and of course on the weekends with Island Echo. So it was a special night, and thanks for tuning in. I think everyone appreciated that too. So
fantastic.
So we're at it again. Oh, there was a matinee too. You were.
Yeah, it was a great show. I thoroughly enjoyed that day. Anyway, big fans. Big fans of course, Dakota.
With Jeremy Finney.
With Jeremy, yeah. I hadn't heard that duo before, so check them out for sure. They have a great combination sound. Yeah. And I'm a big fan of Rosie's, which, funny enough, when we recorded that, she was a Mackenzie. Now she's a Morrison. She got married just not that long ago.
That's the scoop.
Cat's out of the bag. So congrats. Yeah, it was great.
Well, we're in for another great show tonight. We have, we're kicking things off with the Gilberts, a lovely, sweet trio of siblings from the mainland. Sylvia LeLièvre with Marcel LeFort. If you know of the Phantoms in Chéticamp, they were both a part of the original band there. And then we have the McDades joining us from Western Canada. So lots of fun in store for this evening.
Friends and family, that's
Friends
lovely.
And family, yeah.
Well, we should always make a little reminder that, of course, all of these shows are streamed to you for free, which takes a lot of effort, of course, to put on, but that has always been the motive. There is a way to donate if you are so inclined. Feel free. It's on the website, and if you do, there's a little incentive. So maybe we'll hear about that.
Throw a video.
We hope you're enjoying Celtic Colours at home, but we know there's nothing quite like being here for the festival. With that in mind, we're excited to offer the ultimate Celtic Colours Experience Contest. Head over to CelticColours.ca and enter your name for a chance to win concert tickets for Celtic Colours 2022, a free car rental from Enterprise Rent-A-Car, Accommodations at the Inverary Inn Bedeck and the Hampton Inn Sydney. Gift certificates from Big Spruce Brewing, the Island Folk Cidery, and the Better Bite Cafe. A Celtic Colours swag bag, and $2,000 cash. Entry into the contest is free, and additional ballots can be earned through donations made to the festival this year. One additional ballot will be earned for every $20 donated. Enter your name today at CelticColours.ca.
Well, there you go.
Oh my gosh.
You would think that was scripted. It really wasn't.
There you go. Okay.
New catchphrase. So, anyway.
Look up the Celtic-Colors.com, right? There you go.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
What else is new?
Well, we're keen on Facebook and we're checking things out, and so we're kind of throwing towards the end of the festival. We don't want to, rush anything to get to Saturday night, but Bialik will be, of course, here. Big part of the festival and its origins and its history. But right now they're in Dubai.
Yeah.
And they've sent a couple photos. They posted some photos, and we thought we'll just nab them and show them for you.
You gotta see this. It's a pretty big deal. Look at these 5 Cape Bretoners.
Not in Cape Breton. That's not
West
Mabu Beach.
I know. Yeah, pretty cool.
And it's about, we're told, 38 to 40 degrees Celsius over there. So we're thinking of, especially Maddie with her ginger skin, and hoping that they all have sunscreen.
And there they are on stage. It's this epic music expo, and this was shared by another Cape Bretoner or two that are there watching, that got to see some folks from home. But look how epic, and the beautiful scenery behind them.
And that's Craigmore, just
Is
down
it?
from Craignish. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's just, maybe 2 minutes from Wendy's house where she grew up.
Yeah, nice.
Big stage, and there's Cape Breton music being played.
We're so proud.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, if you're watching, we can't wait till you get back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Keep it up.
So,
what I was thinking today of too, this time last year, the Sunday was when I don't know if anyone was watching, we just called a fella over in Scotland for fun.
Oh, yeah.
By the name of Phil. I don't know if would he be watching?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe.
Hi, Phil.
We won't, but we should call someone. I think we should make it a thing.
Who are you thinking of calling? Tell me.
Maybe like.
No, I think we should go.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Give your phone.
Yeah. Okay.
And you know what? If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But
I can tell you my heart is racing. Oh,
you could be next.
Hello?
Hello?
It's on this.
Did I call the wrong number?
You called the wrong number. How are you?
We're great. How are you?
Oh,
I'm great.
this is
You got a
one
big show tonight?
Danelle Leahy on the line. Danelle, how are
I'm
you?
supposed to be doing this.
Are you driving while talking on the phone?
I'm driving. I'm driving tonight, and I have to go actually helping a fellow out. I'm going to play the fiddle for him, so I'm going to play a few tunes for him, and then rushing back to have some family turkey.
Of course you were.
It looks so sunny there. You have good weather.
Tell me I'm not online now, am I?
Oh, you're live.
No, don't worry about that, Danelle.
I'm live?
No one's watching this.
Don't curse and swear.
We won't ask for your wife's number. I'm gonna try another.
Margie's gonna go. I think we don't show the number.
Oh, I've got a few numbers here for you.
This is really funny. So Nammy's they're having a bite to eat tonight. I'm joining them. Joel McMaster's in for the night. so that the tunes will be started already.
Oh, don't you know?
What a great Thanksgiving weekend. So what's new, Danelle? What's going on with yourself? Do you have any new projects in the works? Maybe there's some new CDs planned or anything?
Man, we're working on a CD right now. It's been great because you need something to do and to have that creative juice is still going. So we're writing a lot of music and we're writing a lot and recording it. We have a little studio in our house now, so that has saved our day.
Nice.
That's great.
Yeah. And you know what? When you tour and play so much like we do, you don't have to really practice much. You're always in shape. And it's like, oh my gosh, I have to practice. Now I remember what practice is all about. Terrible.
You could never fall out of practice. You're always in good form.
Oh, man. Anyway.
How are the kids?
Well, I'm sorry that. Pardon me?
How are the kids?
Oh, the kids are great. The kids are great. They're full of energy and playing music and getting in trouble. And we have a lot. I always say on a farm, there's like 50 things to do, and you only get the 10 emergencies taken care of.
Right.
So now we're on to the next 10 because we have a little more time. There's still 30 things not getting done. But so the kids are involved in that, and little Mary Frances is making a little record herself now, and so it's all exciting in our home.
So great.
So great. Well, we appreciate you answering. You could have let it go to voicemail, but you answered anyway.
You know what? I have not the computer, the car. It goes to the car, so I saw a call coming in. I just pushed answer. I saw your lovely faces and those voices.
Well, if you can tell your wife to give us a call sometime, and we'll catch her too. We'll get you both.
Well, thanks for the call. I'll phone her right now.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Danelle. Good to see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
What a sport.
That worked out exactly as we planned.
I love it.
I love it too.
We have lots of memories with Danelle as well.
Yeah.
Because they started dating when they were about 19, 20, and there's an epic photo that I don't have queued to show you of Minnie and Alec, Natalie's parents, had the best house parties. They were legendary, and they were there, and they would go until like 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
And Margie was pretty young. We have various photos of us at all the first 4 or 5 years of our life. Classic photo of like poor Danelle and Natalie like squeezed up on the edge of the couch, and who's taking up the rest of it, fully laid out, is herself.
I remember having great naps.
Sleeping.
Yeah, Danelle's a gem, and Natalie is a first cousin of ours, so we got to witness it all growing up. But anyway, we might just catch her yet. You never know.
You never know.
We will cut to a video because, as mentioned, there's lots of memories from the last 25 years, and you all have been sending in such beautiful, treasured memories of your own. So we're going to share some right now.
You made the role. How about that? Even we get lots of surprises.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of surprises, I have a little trick up my sleeve. Since it's friends and family tonight, and we're friends and family.
Yeah, I know we are.
And we were just talking about memories. Didn't mean to, poor Janelle. Anyway, it triggered a memory for me, and I want to show. I have a little surprise clip that Margie doesn't know about, a little video, and I'd like to throw to it right now.
Great. Yeah. Yeah. We can explain. I can explain. Give me a sec. So that's I remember it well. That's Christmas Daddies.
Yes.
1990 maybe.
Oh God, I don't, 91 maybe.
And that's Carol Mackenzie and Doug McPhee behind. It was an epic day for us. And
we made the big trip to Sydney.
Everything
color coordinated.
Yeah, it was going great. I thought I was really nailing it.
That was the first take.
Was it?
Oh yeah, because
No, it wasn't because.
Oh, it is because I edited the video. There's 2 more takes after it.
Oh my gosh! Because if you see at the end, I do this kind of like regret, like this, like.
Instant regret.
I ruined it. That was because Mary Murphy, the beautiful and dedicated Mary Murphy that runs Christmas Daddies, told us to stay in our spots
after we
it was
finished.
Done.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, no problem, Mary. And I didn't. And
walked right off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I say something and Doug is laughing. Anyway, let's show it again because we need to look at that moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly she's being coached from the.
Everything's going great. And then, oh my God.
The older sister guidance of like, why?
Oh my gosh.
I love that.
No.
Look at that hair. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah, I regret it.
That was great.
But we are so grateful to have those memories. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah.
And if you watch on Friday night, we're part of the dance show coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to do that choreography again.
Oh, are we?
Yep.
Oh.
That exact.
I mean, no choreography. Not steps in sync. What she? Okay.
Why don't you mention tomorrow's matinee show?
Okay, let's do that. We have a festival.
Is that okay? Is that all right?
Believe it or not, it's Celtic Colours. You wouldn't know it from this. Anyway, let's cut to a matinee
what's coming up
preview tomorrow.
Chérie, c'était alors mon premier serment. Et croix du ciel, ouvrir la toute ma chérie. Et croix du ciel, on semera toute la vie. Mon cœur t'appelle et te réclame jour
Monsieur Chester Delaney.
That was great.
That was a lot of fun to tape. That was a great show. Chester had not been in the festival before, and that's a special moment between Nicole and Michelle, who are cousins, and then having Chester. Chester performs at the Doryman pretty frequently, and he's a legend in Chéticamp. So that whole show, what you'll see tomorrow too, is entirely Enchanticamp. I can't say that right. Chéticamp. Anyway. I'm flustered by the video. Yeah. Chéticamp. There we go.
Great. That is great.
And so Maxime and Gervais Cormier are also part of that show. So it's really special in the beautiful Sydney Mines Presbyterian Church, St. Andrew's there. So
there is no shortage of stuff to take in.
Yeah.
You know, I guess it's worth a mention that we threw to some celebrities mentioned last night if you were watching.
Yeah.
And you know what? I just want to say that we can pick. We love the idea of some celebrities coming if they're watching. No one has called yet with our offer, but we can imagine it. Say like Conan O'Brien, as we mentioned, on the Skyline Trail. Ooh. I mean, I can imagine that. Or say. Who else did we say? Miss Reba McEntire, I think. Wouldn't she fit in with the Barris?
I could see that'd be a great show.
Christmas tour, maybe.
Yeah.
And yeah, she would love Sydney Mines. Or maybe also Dolly Parton, I think, would be. She would get those million songs right off the bat.
Yeah.
I think she could take the lead. And then there was also mention of Mr. Ryan Reynolds, a Canadian favorite fella. Gosh. And I think he would have a really good time at that Red Shoe Pub.
I could see him doing a square set pretty.
I could see it. Kenneth wouldn't be bothered by it, but I think Ryan would enjoy an afternoon at the shoe. So just if the offer is still there, and it'd be great to have them here.
Yeah. Well, make your pleas via Twitter to their accounts, if you so wish. You can advocate on our behalf. And anyway. We have lots of 25-year anniversary memories.
Yes.
And so we encourage folks to keep contributing. And I'm keeping an eye on the chat. So if you want to, where is it now? Oh, I've got I showed Margie how many tabs I have open on my computer. It's bad.
eBay?
That's not up there. She's lying. Anyway, but if you have some memories that you want to just feed us and we can instantly say them, please do. And so I was going to throw to Margie. What's your favorite festival memory?
In the 25 years, really hard to pick. I do think of one often, which was.
Hold on. You're gonna breaking news.
Okay. I won't share it.
Hello! Oh my God, she's here! Oh my God!
Whoa! A party?
Stop! Oh my God!
Natalie, good to see you.
You're a clear dandy.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Natalie?
Did you hear that we called your husband?
There we go. I can hear you now.
We called your
I
husband.
called my husband. It's so funny. You guys said between 7 and 7:30, and I just assumed it was my guy. You guys are tough as nails. How's it going there?
It's going pretty good.
It's going great. We miss having you here. Yeah. How's it going there? You've got a little Celtic Colours every day.
Look, I'm just going to take you one more time before they're playing some tunes for me.
Who's there? Who do we have?
Oh my gosh.
So good.
Look at that.
I guess it'll have to do if we can't get it down there.
I
know.
We'll make sure you get down soon enough. Oh my goodness.
Natalie.
How's it going?
Great.
It's going great.
Yeah. We're so glad you called.
Yeah. We were killing time, not going to lie.
I actually like how this all came about with Janelle first. I thought that was nice, unplanned entertainment for everybody.
Isn't life unplanned, you know?
Yeah.
We were just giving a few of our memories of 25 years of the festival. We didn't. But do you have any highlights that you can recall that come to mind?
Absolutely. The night I played with Tim, Meaty, and Mac at Festival Club.
We think of that fondly too.
That was epic. You were on fire that night.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. It's just the vibe was right, and everybody, the right people were there, and the right energy and spirit was there, and it was just, I don't know, I just fell into a hole and couldn't get out. It was awesome.
It was a moment.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, there's lots of great things.
And you were with it at the start. You were with it in year 1 too.
That's right. You said it, Marty. Tell it. When it started.
The very first show.
What's that?
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, how old were you fellas when it started?
Oh, I wasn't born yet. No, I'm kidding. We were there too. Didn't look.
We were about, I don't know. That's not about us. It's about you, anyway.
Okay, whatever. Go ahead, Marty.
Oh, gosh.
Well, you know what? I hate to do this, but we've got a show to get to at 7:30.
Roll our eyes.
We have a show.
You know what?
Yeah.
We'll say bye with everybody here. I'm at my brother-in-law's house, and we're having Thanksgiving dinner. And we're all going to say goodbye.
Oh, you guys, the best.
Happy Thanksgiving, you sweethearts. Oh, my gosh.
Well, we'll throw to you there for tonight's performance. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you here again tomorrow night. Enjoy.
I can see you standing there, alone across the water. The sun shone down on dewy grass along the riverbank. We laughed without a care in the world, but now the scene is blank. See you in the spring by the St. Croix Riviere, when all the snow has melted and there's something in the air. See you in the spring by the St. Croix Riviere, shuttered for the off-season black and white filter. See you in the spring when the flowers are in bloom. I know it seems far away, but I will wait for you. Think about the times ahead, what the future holds. Underneath the bitter snow lie those fields of gold. I am waiting faithfully, but will you do the same? When again our paths meet, will you call my name? Will you be there like you said by the St. Croix Riviere? I hope that we will meet again at the place we hold so dear. See you in the spring by the St. Croix Riviere, when all the snow has melted and there's something in the air. See you in the spring by the St. Croix Riviere, shuttered for the off-season black and white filter. We've been waiting for this time since many years ago, but now I'm faced with facing you, and now I cannot go. I know I said I'd wait for you, but now that time is gone. Things have changed inside my heart, it's not where I belong. And I can see you standing there, alone across the water. You vanish in the air, and fate is your forgotten. when all the snow has melted and there's something in the air. See you in the spring by the St. Croix Riviere. I hope to meet you there before my heart begins to turn.
Well, good evening, and welcome to Member 2 and Unama'ki, the unceded and ancestral territory of the Mi'kmaq people. I'm Mike McSween, Executive Director of Celtic Colours International Festival, and it is my great pleasure to be your MC here this evening for this evening's performance, which is titled Friends and Family. Speaking of friends and family, while the festival is not open to the general public this year, we are blessed to be joined in person by an audience of long-standing volunteers and community partners from across Cape Breton Island. And we're so thankful that they could be here with us, but obviously we are sincerely hopeful that all of you can be with us in 2022. Taking us off the top of the show were the Gilberts, who are fantastic. They've been tearing up the festival circuit of late as we come into the post-pandemic period with their emotionally impactful songs and beautiful arrangements. This is their Celtic Colours debut, and I should note, as we understand it, this is going to be the debut of the use of a theremin in our festival, which we're really excited about. So stay tuned for that, and with that in mind, I'm going to speak very little and turn it back over to the gang on stage. Please warmly welcome back Frieden, Ruben, and Maisie, the Gilberts.
Thank you so much. We're so happy to be here. What an honor to be at Celtic Colours. This is actually our first time really spending any time in Cape Breton. And wow, we're amazed by it so far. It's so beautiful.
So gorgeous.
So
and
nice
this time of year is just such a great time to come with the leaves changing and everything.
This is also the furthest we've ever played away from our home before. Yeah. The other time being in Shelburne, which is like the other end of Nova Scotia.
So now we can say we've played
actually across Nova Scotia.
Yeah, across Nova Scotia. Yeah.
We're going to do another original song here. That was called St. Croix Riviere, and this one's called Lilac Valley.
Hello, old friend, how have you been since I last saw your rolling hills and fields of emerald green? It's been 3 long years, each day I've missed you so. I've wandered far and wide, not knowing where to go. So hello, Lilac Valley, don't you know it's been so long since I've heard your winds a blowing and listened to your song. I never thought when I came back everything would be so wrong. But the memories of those carefree days will last my whole life long. Now I hardly recognize the place I loved so true. There's nothing here that's left for me. It makes me feel so blue. The trees that reach so high once have all come tumbling down. In the fields I used to run through, the green has turned to brown. So hello, Lilac Valley, don't you know it's been so long since I've heard your winds a blowing and listened to your song. I never thought when I came back everything would be so wrong. But the memory memories of those carefree days will last my whole life long. The city where I live now has all that I should need. A place to sleep, good food to eat, a pleasant life indeed. But there's one thing I'm missing when I lay down to sleep. I see the rolling fields I loved when I was 17. So hello, Lilac Valley, don't you know it's been so long since I've heard your winds a-blowing and listened to your song. I never thought when I came back everything would be so wrong. But the memories of those carefree days will last my whole life long.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
This next one we're going to do here is called Frame by Frame. The story with this one is, this is a song I wrote last year while studying at Acadia University. I had an English class. We had a writing assignment, and the guidelines were pretty vague, so I thought, let me try and kill two birds with one stone here and write a song instead of an essay. So I wrote a song, and here it is.
The leaves were blowing down the lane, they turned like summer to fall. Just yesterday he picked up the phone and received that fateful call. Now standing there with the wind in his hair, he watched the cars roll by. A suitcase occupied one hand and the other waved goodbye. Because a lot can happen in the gutter when you see things frame by frame. And the looks that he will give to you may never be the same. For the time has come, he's out the door, that ticket's his best friend, and yours is the window pane. And I've seen before that joy can kill when it's taking a life away. And I never saw another cry before like she did on that day. Alone in her room where it couldn't consume the laughter in the hallway. Responsibility filled one side of the scale. Her freedom was outweighed. Because a lot can happen in the gutter when you see things frame by frame. And the looks that he will give to you may never be the same. For the time has come, he's out the door, that ticket's his best friend, and yours is the window. A lot can happen in the gutter when you see things frame by frame. And the looks that he will give to you may never be the same. For the time has come, he's out the door, that ticket's his best friend, and yours is the window pane.
Thank you, everyone. So this next song is one that we learned in the Annapolis Valley Honor Choir, which is a choir close to where we're from. And it's a folk song by Ian Tamblyn. And we sent him a recording of our version to it, and he was nice enough to send us one of his CDs. He seemed to really like it. So this is Wood Smoke and Oranges.
It's kind of like, I think when we first learned the song, like we knew it was a Canadian folk song, and so I think it was maybe Freedom that was confused. He was like, why is it about oranges if it's about Canada? Like, we don't really grow oranges here.
It turns out it's about the oranges of the leaves in fall, not the fruit. Yeah. So keep that in mind.
So this was a perfect time for us to sing it, yeah.
By wood, smoke, and oranges, path of old canoe, I would course the inland ocean to be back to you. No matter where I go to, it's always home again, to the rugged northern shore and the days of sun and wind in the land of the silver birch, cry of the loon. There's something about this country that's a part of me and you. We nosed her in by Packasaw, out for 15 days to set paddle and the spirit at the mercy of the waves. The Wanigans were loaded down and a gift left on the shore, for it's best if we surrender to the rugged northern shore in the land of the silver birch, cry of the loon. There's something about this country that's a part of me and you. The waves smash the smoky cliffs of Old Woman Bay, where we fought against the backswell, and then we're on our way. I would talk with you of spirits by the vision pits we saw, then walk the agate beaches of the mighty Gargantua in the land of the silver birch, cry of the loon. There's something about this country that's a part of me and you. I've turned my back upon this thing, tried to deny the coastline of my dreams, but it turns me by and by. It tossed the mighty ship around, smashed the lighthouse door, sent shivers up my spine, o'er the rugged northern shore in the land of the silver birch, cry of the loon. There's something about this country that's a part of me and you, o'er the land of the silver birch, cry of the loon. There's something about this country that's a part of me and you. No matter where I go to, it's always home again, to the rugged northern shore and the days of sun and wind.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
So this next song that we're going to do is called Stories to Tell, and it's kind of about coming down after having like a party, a big gathering, like a kitchen party or something, which I think is a feeling we're all probably missing right now. So hopefully you can find some of that feeling again.
floors have been swept and the shelves aren't dusty. The clothes are well kept and the pans aren't rusty. When the windows are shiny and sparkling clean, when the house smells so pretty and the mirrors all gleam. There are stories to tell of the good times and bad, of the ways that we acted and the things that we had. Now the party is over, we've had all our fun, and it's time to return to before we'd begun. Now we're sleeping on floorboards and borrowing words. We're running through hallways and chasing at birds, having baths in the daytime and eating at night, catching flickering moments of colorful light. There are stories to tell of the good times and bad, of the ways that we acted and the things that we had. Now the party is over, we've had all our fun, and it's time to return to before we'd begun. The only reason to stay awake during the day is thinking of ways to enjoy the rest of our stay. There are stories to tell of the good times and bad, of the ways that we acted and the things that we had. Now the party is over, we've had all our fun, and it's time to return to before we'd begun. There are stories to tell of the good times and bad, of the ways that we acted and the things that we had. Now the party is over, we've had all our fun, and it's time to return to before we'd begun. Before we'd begun. Before we'd begun.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wilson.
So we got one last song for you here today. We just want to thank everyone for coming out. Thank you to everyone who's watching. Thank you to the whole Celtic Colours team who's been so kind to us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cape Breton, for being awesome. We're going to come back.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a song called Tell Me, and it's going to feature Frieden on a very special instrument.
Yeah, so
Highly anticipated.
as you heard, this is possibly a maiden voyage for the theremin on this stage. Although it's older than you might think, it's not a typical Celtic instrument, but it was invented in the 1920s, so it is older than you might think. Anyway, enjoy. This is Tell Me.
Well, that was just fantastic. Again, thanks to the Gilberts for being here with us tonight. I expect that we'll see them back here in the future. That was fantastic. What a great way to start off our show. This is the third night of a 9-night marathon that is Celtic Colours International Festival. Before I introduce the next set of performers, I'd like to acknowledge some of the folks who support Celtic Colours year in and year out, starting with our presenting sponsor, TD Bank. I want to thank them for their ongoing support of the festival, as well as our specific live stream sponsors, who include Destination Cape Breton, the Celtic Heart of North America, and Support for Culture. There's a full, extensive list of sponsors who support the festival year in and year out, and I'd encourage you to check those out on our festival website. Certainly we wouldn't be the success that we have been if it wasn't for their support. I'd also like to acknowledge the support of our government partners, which includes the Atlantic Canada Opportunities Agency, Heritage Canada, the Province of Nova Scotia's Communities, Culture, Tourism and Heritage Department, and our municipal and First Nations governments here on Cape Breton Island. As well, I should note that Celtic Colours over the past number of years has been partnering with Cape Breton University to offer an entrance award for the traditional music degree program at the university, which is a pretty important program for us to be supporting, encouraging the next crop of musicians and music industry professionals. Certainly want folks to take a look at that program, and if you go to our website, you'll have an opportunity to apply for the entrance award to support your studies at Cape Breton University. One of the things about Celtic Colours that is certainly so special is the amount of support that we have in the communities around the island. And while we haven't been able to be out in all the communities and doing what we normally do, we hope that many of you here on Cape Breton Island and around the world will be taking the festival in virtually this year. And again, we sincerely hope we'll be back to a different state of affairs in 2022. But for now, we're doing our best to bring the magic of Celtic Colours to you right at home. And I do want to acknowledge as well that we're here in Canada, where it's Thanksgiving weekend, Turkey Day. Depends on, and many people have different traditions. Some folks eat their turkey today. I missed out on a turkey dinner today, I should note, but I think there's something in the fridge for me later. And in fact, I've got another. My in-laws will be having turkey dinner tomorrow, so I might even get 2 turkey dinners for the price of one, even though I don't get to eat them at regular time of day. So wherever you are in the world, we hope that you're having a wonderful weekend, a magical experience taking in Celtic Colours. We encourage you to leave your comments on the website. If you're watching us on Facebook, you've got an opportunity to interact with us. We love reading all the comments, and of course, if you watched the pre-show, which I expect you did with Don and Margie, you will know that, of course, we love to talk about some of the comments that we get and feature some of those as part of the pre-show. So we encourage you to express your appreciation for the festival, both what we're doing here now, but also what we've done in the past and certainly your experiences with the festival. We know that many of you who are watching have been part of the experience over the years and will be a part of the experience in the future. But maybe it'll be a great outlet for you to share a picture, a video, or simply a memory about Celtic Colours. We know there are certainly many of them that we all have been blessed to be a part of, and we're experiencing more of them here tonight. Our next duo hails from Chéticamp, and collectively, I learned over supper with them, they've been performing together for over 50 years, 55 to be exact. Sylvia LeLièvre has been playing guitar since she was 13 years old, inspired by all sorts of musical genres. Growing up, she was part of a band called The Phantoms, a bit of a legendary band for 25 years. Over her career in music, she's performed with a number of groups and individually. And tonight, she's going to be joined by Marcel LeFort, who himself is a former bandmate of hers with the Phantoms and has had an extensive musical career going back to his wee years as well. So help me to welcome to the stage Sylvia LeLièvre and Marcel LeFort.
Merci beaucoup et bonsoir. Oui, je suis accompagné de Marcel LeFort, qui est un grand ami. C'est lui qui colore toutes mes chansons. Je suis acadienne, on est acadien, acadienne. On vient du village de Chéticamp, un village qui a été nommé tel par les Mi'kmaq dans les 1800. Chéticamp, c'est un mot qui est Mi'kmaq. Tonight, what I'm going to be sharing with you folks is some of my own compositions. There's a few that are old songs that are very dear to me. So Marcel is going to accompany me tonight, and so we're going to give you some French music and a few English ones, and I will be explaining in English the meaning of the songs that I've written, because quite a few are of my own compositions. So we're going to begin tonight with a song that I wrote a number of years ago called Ouvre ton cœur, which means to open your heart to love. Should we be so blind as to not realize that it's there, and we should never take it for granted. Ouvre ton cœur, open your heart.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ouvre ton cœur, ouvre tes bras à l'amour qui t'attend. Tes rêves d'enfance, garde-les vivants. Ouvre ton cœur, ouvre tes bras à l'amour qui t'attend. Ouvre tes yeux à l'amour qui est là. Vive de ces villes, semer et récolter. La vie n'est qu'un passage d'aujourd'hui à demain. Ouvre ton cœur, ouvre tes bras à l'amour qui t'attend. Tes rêves d'enfance, garde-les vivants. Ouvre ton cœur, ouvre tes bras à l'amour qui t'attend. Ouvre tes yeux à l'amour qui est là. Sois toujours fidèle à ton amour sincère, car seul sur terre c'est une vie de misère. Ouvre ton cœur, ouvre tes bras à l'amour qui t'attend. Tes rêves d'enfance, garde-les vivants. Ouvre ton cœur, ouvre tes bras à l'amour qui t'attend. Ouvre tes yeux à l'amour qui est là. Ouvre ton cœur, ouvre tes bras à l'amour qui t'attend. Tes rêves d'enfance, garde-les vivants. Ouvre ton cœur, ouvre tes bras à l'amour qui t'attend. Ouvre tes yeux à l'amour qui est là. Oui, ouvre tes yeux à l'amour qui est là. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. Now, this next song that I will be doing is another one of my own compositions. And it's called Cette chanson d'amour, which means this love song. And growing up in a small town, rather shy, and so it was not easy to find somebody who would care for me. So somehow over the years, I've written songs that I think were meant to give me some sort of a sense of peacefulness about when I was younger, living a very private way of life. And so in this song, basically what I want to do is give out the message to somebody that I cared for, that I did care for them. So, cette chanson d'amour.
On vit sa vie, jour après jour, souvent on fait le tour de l'amour. Je cherche et je cherche, mais je n'ai pas trouvé une autre amie que j'ai tant aimée. J'ai un rêve que je veux vivre, un amour qui m'attire. Tu es l'ami que j'ai toujours aimé. Je te l'avoue encore une fois, que je n'aimerai que toi. Je te chante cette chanson d'amour. Je me souviens des temps passés, de doux baisers, de larmes pleurées. Combien de fois j'aurais voulu que tu sois là, toujours auprès de moi. J'ai un rêve que je veux vivre, un amour qui m'attire. Tu es l'ami que j'ai toujours aimé. Je te l'avoue encore une fois, que je n'aimerai que toi. Je te chante cette chanson d'amour. J'ai un rêve que je veux vivre, un amour qui m'attire. Tu es l'ami que j'ai toujours aimé. Je te l'avoue encore une fois, que je n'aimerai que toi. Je te chante cette chanson d'amour.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you very, very much. So, we are French, we're Acadians. We live in Chéticamp, like I said before, a name that has been given to us in the 1800s by the Mi'kmaq. We used to come and fish in Chéticamp because the people from Jersey Island came years and years ago across the waters to be fish buyers. So it was a means to an end to be able to try to feed the families and so forth, as we, the French. So Now, this next song is very dear to me. And again, it's an old traditional song that we've learned along the way. And see, when our people came here from France, they had a lot of hardships. And like the Scots and the Irish, and most cultures that came back then. So they had to leave behind all those wars in Europe, the people they loved, the people that could never make the crossing. So there was a lot of loneliness, a lot of heartaches. And this song is called The Water is Wide. And so it talks about all these things. Separation from one another, loved ones that never had a chance to be together again. So I hope, if you know the words, feel free to sing along if you want to. Because, you know, life is short, so we should make the best of every moment. Water is wide, can't cross over, neither have highways to fly. Build me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row, my love and I. Our love is handsome, love is kind, sweet as flower when first it's in you. But love grows old and waxes cold and fades away like morning dew. A ship and she sails the sea. She's loaded deep, as deep can be, but not as deep as the love I made. I know sink or swim. The water is wide, I can't cross over, but neither have highways to fly. Build me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row, my love and I need some water. You all only water. So, again, thank you for that one. I appreciate the fact that I made a mistake in it. I don't know what I did, but anyway. It's on TV, so we'll hope for the best. We're not used to this too much. So, like I said before, in my teens, life wasn't easy for me, but that's neither here or there. But I wrote a lot of songs that pertain to that, to being lonely, being alone way back then. And so this song, I called it Amour perdu, which means lost love. And I write about sitting on the shore and hoping that the waves could take to the love of the one I loved this message of love. And, you know, basically love song, and I think some of it was a bit of therapy into all of that. Kind of soul searching and a little bit of healing along the way. Now, we grew up doing a whole lot of rock and roll music way back. And so a lot of the Quebec rock and roll groups, we kind of listened to on TV way back, but there wasn't that many stations back home, you know, in French. So this is a song that was basically the same style of the kind of music we listened back then. So, Roger, you know what I'm talking about. So, Amour perdu, lost love. Assis sur la plage, j'entends une voix, j'ai une rage tout au fond de moi, que d'amour perdu, de larmes pleurées, tu m'as grandement déçu en cette fin de journée. Tu ne m'aimes plus, tu ne veux plus rien savoir. Pour toi seulement j'ai vécu, mais faut se dire au revoir. Je leur dirai ce message. J'ai eu des regrets, mais aujourd'hui je m'engage. Si l'amour me revient, je la caresserai dans mes bras. Je lui prendrai soin avec un cœur plein de joie. Tu ne m'aimes plus, tu ne veux plus rien savoir. Pour toi seulement j'ai vécu, mais faut se dire au revoir. Tu ne m'aimes plus, tu ne veux plus rien savoir. Pour toi seulement j'ai vécu, mais faut se dire au revoir. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Yes. So, this is a beautiful old song that I've learned many, many years ago. And it came to us from France in the 1930s. Now, it was written by two gentlemen. One was the name of Scotto, the other one was named Charlie. And in all the years that I've learned French, beautiful French songs, some of them traditional, this one is very special because the title of it is Quand on s'aime bien tous les deux, which means when the two of us are so very much in love. Now, I have to explain something. There's a story to this song. A number of years ago, we had a wonderful naturalist in the park, and he was giving us an evening that he explained all about the birds that were on Cape Breton Island and how they mated, you know. It was interesting. So apparently, these two little birds, this was their mating, how they went about it. The female was on the ground, and I'm leading to something. Don't give up on me. So this little bird, the female bird was on the ground, the male was way up in the tree, and to prove that he was worthy of her, he would let himself fall down from the tree, and then he would swoop up again. And he did this as long as she didn't accept him as a mate. But what she did when she did, she took up this big twig, and they took it out, both of them took it in their beak, and they flew off, and that's how they started their love nest. Isn't that beautiful? And they made it for life. That was it. Some people could learn from these two little birds. Seriously, they could, huh? So, but all to say is that in this song that comes to one from France, these two fellows they must have been great lovers and romantic people because the words of this song are very endearing. So in the song, it talks about these two people making a love nest together. So that's why that little story about the birds, I have to share it with you. I still need some more water.
By the way, thank you for Celtic Colours. We've been drinking Pepsi and water ever since we came at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Nothing stronger that's on our ways, but anyway.
Thank God for 21st century bathrooms.
So coming back to Celtic Colours, we do appreciate the fact that we've been asked. It's a privilege to be here. C'est un privilège d'être parmi vous, les Français. Il y a des Français dans le groupe, là. Mais de toute façon, c'est un privilège pour nous d'être ici ce soir. Thank you very much for the invitation, for us being here, and we hope that our French culture, along with everybody else's culture here tonight and the Mi'kmaq, that we can come together and have one big, we call it a kitchen party or a frolic, whatever you want to call it. But thank you for our being here, okay? Merci.
Combien de savants sur la terre cherchent le secret du bonheur. J'en ai découvert le mystère. C'est ton cœur tout près de mon cœur. Dans notre petit nid de rêve, tout près de moi tu viens t'asseoir. Ma voix tendrement s'élève dans cette prière du soir. Dans ce chant si doux, le bonheur jaloux n'a pas d'autre secret pour nous. Quand on s'aime bien tous les deux, la vie semble plus jolie. Toutes les peines s'oublient dans un doux baiser d'amoureux. Sur la terre et pour être heureux, il suffit de peu de choses. On oublie les jours moroses quand on s'aime bien tous les deux. Qu'importe les heures me chantent et les soucis de chaque jour. En moi tout rayonne et tout chante quand tu viens me parler d'amour. Adieu tous les bêtes qui s'envolent, adieu tous les petits chagrins. Ta voix me berce et me console au rythme d'un joyeux refrain. Et dans les buissons, on va tout passant, non pas de plus belle chanson. Quand on s'aime bien tous les deux, la vie semble bien plus jolie. Toutes les peines s'oublient dans un doux baiser d'amoureux. Sur la terre et pour être heureux, il suffit de peu de choses. On oublie les jours moroses quand on s'aime bien tous les deux.
I think we're getting to our time. So, do we have time to do one more, or? Yes?
Yes. Okay.
Merci beaucoup. I'm going to. So this song is called "Come Share My Dream," a song that I wrote about Cape Breton, about who I am, our ways, and our people, our family and friends. So, this. Thank you again for inviting me to be here, and Marcel, merci. Ian, he makes me shine. He does. Okay, Marcel, here we go.
Holy Lord, the first time in 55 years.
Okay.
Come share my dream, come see my island. It's the only place for me. Some came from France, Scotland and Ireland. Some came here just to be free. The friends that we have are forever. Here you were never alone. Though we're apart, we're together. For this is the place to call home. Come share my dream, come see my island. It's the only place for me. Some came from France, Scotland and Ireland. Some came here just to be free. I know that we'll never let die the pride that we feel inside. Our songs and the fiddle live on, for our love for this island is strong. Come share my dream, come see my island. It's the only place for me. Some came from France, Scotland and Ireland. Some came here just to be free. Come share my dream, come see my island. It's the only place for me. Some came from France, Scotland and Ireland. Some came here just to be free.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you. Very much.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you, Sylvia, Marcel, for that beautiful, thought-provoking set of tunes, and interspersed with some powerful messages for us to consider as well. So that's part of what makes this festival so special, is the combination of cultures that we are able to put on stage, and some beautiful tunes there and songs from the Chéticamp perspective, and we certainly appreciate them being here with us tonight. So we're not finished up yet. We're just about to head into our intermission, which will be very short, 10 minutes. Stick with us. You'll want to be here for what's next to come. So we'll be back very shortly. Thank you.
Music brings us together even when we're apart, because virtual festivals can be performed anywhere and enjoyed everywhere. That's why TD is proud to support over 60 virtual music and cultural festivals, connecting artists with fans from coast to coast.
The open road is calling. An island of color awaits. This fall, set your course for an adventure of breathtaking moments that will awaken your sense of discovery and release your true spirit. Cape Breton Island, your heart will never leave.
Why does Atlantic Lottery sponsor community festivals and events? It brings the communities together. It creates an experience for everyone to enjoy. They're given an opportunity to showcase their culture, the spirit. You certainly hear the impact when you speak to organizers, because they'll say the community just comes alive. At the end of the day, we can go home and feel good because we know we've made an impact on a community.
Our coastline here in Cape Breton is an unkept beauty, and people don't tamper with it too much. It's just left in its most pure state. And same with the music. It too is very organic in how it is learned and how it is passed on. The comment I most often get is, we're going to Cape Breton, what should we do? What should we see? And so I always direct them to a square dance in West Mabou, or any of the square dances. As long as they get a square dance in, that's really important. I think that's the highlight. And I can remember the most awesome house parties, and the music would go on far into the night. I remember falling asleep in a corner, and you'd feel the vibration of the stomp of the foot from the fiddler, and you'd hear the tunes just wafting through the air, and I used to be so comforted by that sound. My name is Natalie McMaster. I'm from Troy, Cape Breton Island.
Jedig mi moch mating je chang falilo hello tiura vos na horo ele falilo hello hola misje skil va eving falilo hilu hiu vos na horo ela falilo hilu.
Arts are extremely important. Everything that we're dealing with in society, how we talk about it, how we experience it, the number one way to explore that, I think, is through art.
Cape Breton has such a history of arts and culture and storytelling and dance and music especially, but all of those elements haven't necessarily had a home to come to roost, and theater, I think, is so perfect for that. I think because Nova Scotia Gaming has support for culture, it really ensures that places like the Highland Arts Theatre can exist.
The first time I came to Cape Breton, the thing I remember most was seeing the colors and the water and the landscape. It was magical.
Cape Breton Island is special, and every year during Celtic Colours, the people on the island really come together.
Anita and I met at the 2013 Celtic Colours Festival at the late night festival club at the Gaelic College. Her band was performing on that stage, and although we had never played any music together, she invited me up for their closing number, and we sort of threw some tunes together and just crossed our fingers and went for it. And that was really the start of everything. Our sound is really driven by the pipes and the fiddle, and we started off touring as a duo with a few different accompanists, but in the last couple of years we met a guy named Zach Cormier, and we've started a trio called Miller McDonald Cormier, which has really become the centerpiece of what we do musically. It's a great project because we're really taking three different elements of the tradition here in the Maritimes and bringing them together.
We celebrate our anniversary during Celtic Colours, and typically we celebrate it on Festival Club stage because that's where it all started.
Every Celtic Colours show we've done has been different, in a different community, in a different space, but every one of them brings back the same magic of that first year when we played together for the first time. I'm Ben Miller.
And I'm Anita McDonald.
And we're a Celtic duo that met at the Celtic Colours International Festival.
And we've been touring ever since.
Goed, Milan and Cooladoom, Hajit, Jello, my house. On goed, Milan and Cooladoom, Hajit, Jello, my house. On goed, Milan and Cooladoom, Hajit, Jello, my house. On goed, Milan and Cooladoom, Hajit, Jello, my house. Hajit, Jello, Hajit, Jello, my house. Hajit, Jello, Hajit, Jello, my house. Hajit, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, house. On goed Milan and Cooladoom, Jerusalem, house. On goed Milan and Cooladoom, Jerusalem, house. On goed Milan and Cooladoom, Jerusalem, house. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, house. van de Javian Calicum, Smolina, Salo Ground. Jane and me, Gulini, Lan, Gulini, Gal, Gulini, Lan. Jane and me, Gulini, Lan, Sleep all of Antaya Maro. Jane and me, Gulini, Lan, Gulini, Gal, Gulini, Lan. Jane and me, Gulini, Lan, Sleep all of Antaya Maro. Dole chingamiri dulga miari, dole chingamiri pitta kere kliai, dole chingamiri dulga miari, dole chingamiri pitta kere kliai. Ami shari tavan jag speak kisaliami, halikalam hana sarsi kwanda pitta kliai. Ami shari tavan jag speak kisaliami, halikalam hana sarsi kwanda pitta kliai. Ami shari tavan jag speak kisaliami, halikalam hana sarsi kwanda pitta kliai. Ami shari tavan jag speak kisaliami, halikalam hana sarsi kwanda pitta kliai. Cheers, thank you very much.
Welcome back to the show. Hope you've all had a chance to refill your drinks at home, perhaps, grab a bite, do whatever you need to do over a 10-minute intermission. I won't go any further than that, so that you can be firmly fixed in your seats for the next act, which is coming up here very soon. Our next act is a Juno Award-winning group of siblings who do their best to push the boundaries of traditional music with a sound that fuses Celtic with jazz and a number of other influences, with a result that is truly adventurous and magical. So this is their second time appearing at Celtic Colours, their first time being in 2007. Joining us through the magic of pre-recorded video, please welcome the McDades.
Thank you very much. That was a song from our new album. The new album's called The Empress. And those were some tunes written by my brother Jeremiah here on the whistle, called The Oak, Ivy, and Ash. And we're going to follow that with a traditional song that we found on a Peggy Seeger album. This one is called Willie Riley. And it's a sad tale where, the usual thing happens. A woman and a man, they love each other, but the dad doesn't want to have anything to do with it. What is unique about this song is nobody dies. So that's cool. Yeah, it is. It really is a victory. He just gets sent away to another country. But, could be worse. Okay, Willie Riley.
Oh, early one morning, so sound as I did sleep, I heard the voice of my lover calling at my feet. Rise up, Willie Riley, and come away with me unto that foreign country land, and married we will be. I'll leave my father's dwelling, forsake my mother's feet, go through a howling wilderness, and married we will be. Her father followed after with 7 well-armed men. Overtaken was poor Riley with his lovely Polly Ann. Up early next morning, the jailer's son came down. Rise up, Willie Riley, your trial is at hand. Before the judge and jury, your trial you must stand. I'm afraid you'll suffer sorely for your lovely Polly Ann. Up spoke her aged father, and these words he did say. He stole from me gold watches, he stole from me gold rings, he stole a silver brooch pin, was worth £1,000. I'll have the life of Riley if I spend £10,000. Up spoke a aged lawyer, and these words he did say. To hang a man for love, boys, I call it murdering. To hang a man for love, boys, that's murder you can see. Oh, spare the life of Riley, let him leave this country. Here is a ring among the rest I'd have for you to wear. My ring is 40 diamonds, it's plated with my hand. And when you wear it, Riley, wear it on your right hand. And think of my poor broken heart when you're in that foreign land.
Awesome. That's fun, Shan. I enjoyed it. I did enjoy that. Yeah, this is fun to play these tunes.
It is.
Yeah, these are kind of the first time that we play these songs in front of a public, an audience, and it's pretty exciting. Feeling good, Eric? Yeah, really good. This is Eric Breton on percussion over here. Yeah, all the way from Saint-Thuribe, Quebec. during the last while, we've had a great distance between the band. About 5,000 kilometers have been in between all of us here. So we are happy to finally get together and meet and do some playing together, do some recording. Yeah. So this next tune is from our next record too. The record's called The Empress, and this is a tune that we got again from one of the Seegers, this time from Mike Seeger. We were kind of like looking at families and seeing how people play together when they're families, and investigating some of the material that comes out of those things. And of course fell in love with the Seeger family, which everybody knows. Mike and Pete and Peggy, all great musicians and kind of different. Each one of them has a different style of playing and singing and writing. And this is one that we got from Mike that we really love. It's called The Golden Willow.
There was a little ship in South America crying, oh, the land that lies so low. There was a little ship in South America, she went by the name of the Golden Willow Tree. We hadn't been a-sailing more than 2 weeks or 3, crying, oh, the land that lies so low. We hadn't been a-sailing more than 2 weeks or 3 till we came in sight of the British Rover. She sailed in the lowland, lonesome low. She sailed in the lowland so low. Up stepped the captain, says, what are we gonna do? Crying, oh, the lonesome land so low. Up stepped the captain, says, what are we gonna do? If we overtake them, they'll cut us in two. They'll sink us in the lowland, lonesome low. They'll sink us in the lowland so low. Up stepped a little carpenter boy, crying, oh, the lonesome land so low. Up stepped a little carpenter boy, what would you give me for the ship that I'll destroy? I'll give you gold, or I'll give thee, crying, oh, the lonesome land so low. I'll give you gold, or I'll give thee the fairest of my daughters as she sails on the sea. If you'll sink 'em in the lowland, lonesome low, you sink 'em in the lowland so low. He turned upon his back and away swam he, swam till he came to the British Rovery. He had a little instrument fitted for his use. He bore 9 holes, he bore 'em all at once. He turned upon his breast and back swam he, swam till he came to the Golden Willow Tree. Captain, oh, Captain, come take me on board and do unto me as good as your word. For I sank 'em in the lowland, lonesome low. I sank 'em in the lowland so low. I sank 'em in the lowland, lonesome low. I sank 'em in the lowland so low. I know wasn't for the love that I had for your man, crying, oh, the lonesome land so low. If it wasn't for the love turned upon his head, and down swam he, crying, oh, the lonesome land so low. He turned upon his head, and down swam he, swam till he came to the bottom of the sea. He sank in the lonely, lonesome low. He sank in the lowland so low. He sank in the lowly, lonesome low. He sank in the lowland so low.
Well, this, my name is Jeremiah McDade, and this is my lovely sister Shannon Johnson. And we have Solon McDade on the bass. We're siblings here from Edmonton. We can't wait to be back in Cape Breton sometime soon, hopefully. Our family's actually from Cape Breton originally. Our mom's family is the Big Pay McDonalds, and yeah, Sandy McDonald got a check from the company store for 2 cents, and I guess the company store took all his money from his paycheck, so he got the nickname Big Pay after that. And I heard the company store burned down soon afterwards, but I'm sure he wasn't involved. And yeah, and then his son, our great-grandfather, was Archie McDonald, and his brother was Roddy McDonald, the Canadian lightweight boxing champion in 1913. So yeah, lots of connections to Cape Breton.
We would like to follow that with a song from our new album. This one is called The Oracle and the Knot. And it was actually, I was trying to write a tune, and so I called my brother Jeremiah one day and just said, what's your favorite mode to play in on saxophone? And he said, Phrygian. I said, but of course. And so I wrote this tune in Phrygian mode. So the title comes from ancient Phrygia, which was part of Turkey. And an oracle said that the next person that came through the town gates would be the king of the region. And so that ended up being Midas, who came through the gate, and in honor of him becoming king, he tied this intricate knot to the ox cart. And another oracle said that whoever can undo this knot will become the king or ruler of all of Asia. And so people tried for years and years. They tried to undo this knot. They couldn't do it. And then Alexander the Great came through the gates, and he just took out the pin that held the yoke together for the oxen, and voila, undid the knot. So that is why it's called the Oracle of the Knot. next song was a song written by Solon's wife, Alison Knockin. It's a song from our last album, Bloom, and it's called Pull the Anchor.
Said, I thought out loud as I climbed aboard. I'd rather go alone to sea than have to face the man who wouldn't marry me. Pull the anchor onto the boat deck. I won't be home tonight. I pulled the anchor in and tied it tight. It might be windy later on tonight. It could be cloudy far and near, but I'd see his face as if it were right here. Pull the anchor onto the boat deck. I won't be home tonight. Pull the anchor onto the boat deck. I won't be home tonight.
This next song is a song I wrote for my brother and his lovely wife, Caroline. It's called November 8th in honor of the day they got married.
Yeah, it's fun to play with you guys. Over on the guitar is Andy Hillhouse from Harrison Hot Springs. Yeah, BC, British Columbia. Yeah, between Andy and Eric, I was looking this up last night, it's about 5,000 kilometers, which is pretty amazing if you think about that. And we're here in Edmonton, Alberta right now, getting together under pressure, but having fun, for sure. So we thought we would continue with a Canadian classic of sorts, a tune that we love, and one that we really kind of wanted to have fun with and play with, and it's going to feature my brother Jeremiah on the tenor saxophone for you. And this is Gordon Lightfoot's Sundown.
See her lying back in her satin dress in a room where you do what you don't confess. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. She's been looking like a queen in a sailor's dream. She don't always say what she really means. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. Picture every move that a man could make. Getting lost in her loving is your first mistake. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I feel like I'm winning when I'm losing again.
We'd like to follow that with a great song by a Canadian songwriter named David Francie, who's wonderful, a wonderful songwriter. If you haven't heard him or seen him, you should definitely check him out. This song is called Lonely Road, and it's also on our new album.
Stuttered cold, no sign ahead, just a lonely road. The dark of night, the headlights shine, reminders of what's left behind. Wipers sweep, the taillights glow, no sign ahead, just a lonely road. Me, I just have home in mind, what's hard ahead gets left behind. North of 7 it's rock and snow and a gravel ride on a lonely road. Streets of heaven are paved with gold and the road to hell is paved with souls. Someone loves me, this I know, somewhere down the lonely road. Streets of heaven are paved with gold and the road to hell is paved with souls. Someone loves me, this I know, somewhere down the lonely road. Snow and a gravel ride on a lonely road. Streets of heaven are paved with gold and the road to hell is paved with souls. Someone loves me, this I know, somewhere down the lonely road. Streets of heaven are paved with gold and the road to hell is paved with souls. Someone loves me, this I know, somewhere down the lonely road. Thank you very much, everybody. We're going to finish this set off with a tune of Jeremiah's. This one is from our very first CD called For Real. And this song is called McKinley Morganfields, named in honor of Jeremiah's favorite blues musician, Muddy Waters, who I think McKinley Morganfield is such a cool name. I don't know, Muddy Waters, stage name. I don't know why I just didn't keep McKinley. It's fun. Anyways, thank you all very much, and
can't wait to see you all in Cape Breton next year or the year after. Thanks very much to the Celtic Colours for having us this year, and stay safe and have fun. Ready? One, two, three.
Well, that was an amazing set from the McDades, and thanks for joining us virtually this year for Celtic Colours 2021. I want to thank all of the artists that joined us here tonight, including the McDades, Sylvia LeLièvre, and Marcel LeFort, and the Gilberts. Hope you enjoyed the live stream tonight, and Celtic Colours, of course, keeps rolling on tomorrow with more. Join us at 2 p.m. for our matinee performance in afternoon in City Minds, featuring Nicole and Michelle DeVoe with Chester Delaney and Maxime and Gervais Cormier. And tomorrow night, join us again for the pre-show, of course, with Don and Margie Beaton at 7 p.m. And then at 7:30, our live stream, Living Tradition, which will feature William Prince, Rum Ragged, and Galen Johnson with Carter Chesson. It's been a great night, folks. We're glad that you were able to join us here, and we'll see you all tomorrow.